Hey guys, Tim Avery here. Beautiful bride, Donna Avery here with a lot more. Obviously, I drink every night. I probably have like two or three dreams, but convinced again to share. I don't see the significance about this dream, but Donna being prophetic, she knows when she hears a dream that there's some significance. So Donna suggested that I share this with you guys. Either one also to help just if you have a prophetic gifting, but dream interpretation is a good way that you can kind of help interpret dreams and things like that. So that's something that's in your gifting.
So yeah, comment through this with us, comment and let us know what you're getting from each part of it.
Okay. So the first part of this dream, actually is just one part that I want to share. This dream. One is that there was a room and it seems like there was a test given or being given to students around a table. The table was kind of set in a dark room. And I don't mean like dark, like scary, but it was just like there's not a lot of light in this room. Okay. So
did you feel concerned?
I didn't feel concerned. I just, if anything, you know, that feeling you have when you're going to take a test, you kind of have that somewhat anxious. Did I do enough studying? Did I feel like I had that feeling because I was now, and this is another thing. I can't really understand if I was a part of the testing. I was just like a fly on the wall, just witnessing this. And that's kind of how I felt, like more like a fly on the wall, if you will, just witnessing this account of this dream. Okay. So just imagine like a long rectangular table where there's students sitting probably about, I don't know, like 3 feet kind of along the table going on both sides. And then there's this facilitator or instructor or teacher that was going around testing students. Now, what they were testing was American Sign Language, or just sign language. I'll say it like that. I don't know if it was an official American Sign Language, but it was sign language. Okay. And so I'm around to each student, and I specifically remember 4 students in their account and their experience with this facilitator that was giving a test to these 4 students. The student that was at the edge of the table, right in front of me, was just taking this test, and she was about to take her, and well, actually, it was a female, it was a guy. It was a guy sitting there about to take his test. And there was a female sitting next to him. And across from that female, other guy sitting there, and then this other chair was empty, but it was about to be filled by somebody who was coming in late.
Okay. And you don't believe that was necessarily you?
Nuh-uh. I don't believe these people were me. I think it was just more of a representation of just me witnessing this account of this dream. Okay. And so the instructor came by and tested this first person, which was a male, just testing for his American Sign Language. So the instructor, just kind of did a sign language gesture to that person, and that put it in sign language. And they kind of had a quick little back and forth conversation in sign language. And then she kind of nodded her head and she kind of wrote it on the clipboard, passed. And then that person just sat there, just stayed there. And then the person next to him, the female, was kind of having almost like a trading off of paper or something, the person that was across from them. So the female that was sitting directly across from that female was a guy, and they were kind of looking at each other, kind of conversation. And the instructor was coming around to test one of those 2 students. By this time, the student that was coming in was sitting down at that empty chair. So the instructor was coming by. So there's a late student that comes and sits down.
Male or female?
Male student, and you could tell that he was kind of and didn't know what was going on. Not know what was going on, but you could tell he was late and not prepared, not ready, whatever. He just came in and sat down and was just frantic, like trying to figure out how he was going to pass this exam. Okay, that kind of mindset. As the instructor was coming around, the 2 students that were sitting next to each other, the male and female, the female was like passing either a note or some answers or something, but it seemed like these 2 were cheating in some regard. The instructor saw it, and she looked at the female student and said, "Okay, you can go ahead and close your book. You're not testing today." To that regard. And then she looked at the male student that received those answers or whatever it was. She told him, was like, "You can go ahead and go as well too. You're not taking the test today." And so that they were done. They couldn't. And then the student that had came in late had sat down. He was kind of flustered. He was just like asking the instructor how to do a certain sign language like, how do you sign this word or whatever? As the instructor was coming by, he asked the instructor, and the instructor looked at her and said, I can tell that you hadn't studied for this exam. You know, you're more than welcome to leave because I know they're not going to pass the exam. Okay, and then the instructor just kind of went down that long rectangular table, just testing other students as she went by. And so that was the dream. So curious to see your thoughts are on this dream. I know Donna told me already that's a powerful dream. I have no idea. I give all the information I can to the dream so that the dream interpreter can do what it is that she does. So Donna.
Yeah, so I'm going to be giving some time in prayer about this, and I'll be hopping on another live video here shortly where I give the interpretation. So if you're interested, make sure that you subscribe, click the notification bell to catch up with us. In the meantime, make sure you share in your comments what your thoughts of the interpretation are. Love you guys.